What's going on, traders? I want to share with you how we were able to catch the whole Bitcoin dump these past couple weeks with just 2 indicators and some basic technical analysis. This was a very simple trade and profits were insane. So stay tuned for how we found this trade. So I'm going to set the replay back on TradingView all the way back to around here because this is when we sort of caught eye of this trade happening. And first things first, we always want to hop onto a larger time frame. So since we were trading on the 1 hour time frame, we like to look at the 4 hour and the daily time frames for extra confluence in our trades. So on the daily time frame, what we saw was sort of this bullish flag forming, right? We had this huge pump up and then just kind of consolidating sideways. So something like that. It wasn't obviously the best flag, but we still have that there. There we go. Anyways, we saw this flag on Bitcoin, which obviously doesn't mean much. There's patterns every single day. The whole point of trading is to add confluences and combine them together for your trades. And what I also noticed is that we were in a heavy supply zone, which you could chart out right here. This whole zone was just a sell off zone and we were in that zone, right? Anyways, I saw the flag and obviously that's a bullish flag, which is why a couple weeks ago I did say I was bullish on Bitcoin. However, we were also in this zone, and then when I get back on my 1 hour time frame, we're in our zone. I always want to add my wick to body and SFX algo. So the SFX algo, what I saw was these bands were getting very close to each other recently. Look how close these bands were. And what that signifies in the SFX algo and in the market is that the market is very sideways, right? There's no volatility in the market. And what it indicates to me as a trader is that there's going to be a big move soon in the market, which is why I'm pretty excited when I see these tight bands and I see we're in obviously a huge supply zone. And then I also see, these trend lines kind of from that bull flag. And what I'm thinking to myself is, well, I'm just going to wait for the break of the trend line and take that trade. So what ends up happening is we got that sell signal, and these are default settings for the SFX. Sometimes I change them, but I just love using these default settings. Anyways, we got the sell signal ready, but that doesn't mean I'm going to enter right away. I'm going to wait for us to close under, let me turn off these take profits, to close under the trend line, which is right here. And then my last confirmation is going to be using the wick to body, which as you can see is pointing downwards or indicating market movement downwards based on previous price action. So now that I have all my confluences, we're in a supply zone. We had that tight volatility bands. We had the sell signal. We broke the trend line. I mean, this is an A+ setup to me. So I take my short position right at that close of this 1 hour candle, and this is how the trade played out. Also, I should clarify that I did have a very tight stop loss. My stop loss was a close above the previous high of this candle. So I'll chart that out right here. This was my stop loss level. And as you can see, Bitcoin absolutely just dumps, which was amazing. I trimmed some profits around this area, some more here, and then I kept a few runners going, and I think around here is when I just completely cut my whole position. But that was a very simple trade. As you can see, it's really just all about finding those good setups, adding up your confluences and entering the trade, managing your risk with the stop loss level, taking your profits. And that's how you can find these successful big winning trades. There's no need to be taking multiple trades a week. Look for that one perfect setup and take it, manage your risk, right? I wasn't risking much here with such a tight stop loss, but my reward was absolutely just insane. So let's see what this trade was. First take profit was around, I think, like this level, which is what we had a 1 to 10 trade, which is amazing, guys. So if you'd like to use the WBR forecast, you can get access for free on TradingView. And then if you'd like to try out the SFX algo, 7 days risk free, you can go to the Flux Charts website and subscribe to any plan. I'll see you all in the next video.